What's Up Wednesday? Okay, that was a little weird, but it is What's Up Wednesday. That's right, it's What's Up Wednesday, and today right here on Fiverr Talks, we're going to be talking about what's up with sellers getting banned on Fiverr. This is a hot topic, a question a lot of you are asking me on the interwebs, getting in there commenting, I hear people getting banned from Fiverr and I don't want to get banned, and bam! Asking me all these questions, and you're worried about getting banned. But today I'm going to dispel the myths, the rumors, and tell you the truths that you need to hear about what happens when sellers get banned. Now, I realize that this has come into popular limelight, spotlight, whatever you want to call it, because of several key figures in the online world. It started with a little guy named PewDiePie. You ever heard of him? He's got a YouTube channel. Yeah, it's pretty big. But essentially, PewDiePie had a dispute with Fiverr because he asked for some inappropriate things from sellers, got those sellers banned from the platform, got himself banned from the platform, then got the sellers reinstated. There was all kinds of stuff. He obviously has millions and trillions of followers and subscribers, and through that process brought Fiverr's banning process to light. Then, if you follow the stories, there was a guy that I actually know, a guy named VoiceOver Pete, that was banned several years ago for making satirical video game John Wick style videos for gamers, in which he asked for a social security number and bank information as a gag. It was satire. It wasn't real. Fiverr didn't think it was funny, and they banned VoiceOver Pete from the platform, even locked him out from getting his last payout. They owe him thousands of dollars, as far as I know, still due to this day, which I think is pretty lame. But he got banned, and it was very public. And you know, save VoiceOver Pete. I forget what the hashtags were. They were, you know, free VoiceOver Pete, all those kinds of things. And Pete actually rallied and started a great YouTube career, hopefully doing quite well. Hey, how you doing, Pete, if you're watching this video? But I doubt he is. And so those two figures, to my knowledge, brought a lot of publicity to the idea of Fiverr banning sellers. And it's something that I think way too many sellers are worried about, because even though it has happened, even though there's times when it needed to happen, it's not something that happens to a lot of sellers all the time. And therefore, because of the actual math involved, not something that I think you should spend a lot of brain space worrying about. But today I want to talk about several points as it relates to Fiverr banning sellers and why you shouldn't worry about it too much. The first point I want to make is that Fiverr does not sit around looking for reasons to ban sellers, especially popular sellers who are making a lot of money on Fiverr, because when sellers make money, Fiverr makes money. They like the people that bring in revenue. So they don't sit around looking for ways to ban people. They only do it, I think, when they feel they have to. And as someone who's not a representative of Fiverr, someone who doesn't work for Fiverr, someone who's not affiliated with Fiverr, I can only assume that they try their best not to ban people who are bringing revenue in for them. It would make sense. But because they have, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, if you go back and look at my videos about TOS warnings and all these things, because they have that terms of service guiding them, they have to follow their own rules. And so they don't sit around looking for reasons to ban people, but it sometimes is necessary. Now, I'm not going to comment on whether it was warranted or valid in any of the cases that we've talked about today, but just know that they don't sit around trying to do that. It doesn't make sense from a business standpoint. I only say that because it doesn't make sense from a business standpoint. It would make more sense for them to keep sellers who are making them money on the platform making them money. The second point I want to make is that Fiverr has already given us their terms of service, the way they want us to conduct business, the rules we must live by, the things we have to adhere to if we want to play on their playground. And that should be our guidebook. If you're worried about getting banned or kicked off Fiverr or losing your account, guess what? You should study the terms of service. Know what you can do, know what you can't do, know what you should do, know what you shouldn't do, know what you can say, and know what you shouldn't say. They're all very important things. And if you've not read the terms of service, then you need to. If you haven't read the entire thing as a seller, you need to, because you might do something that gets you a warning. I don't think you're going to sheepishly accidentally do something that gets you banned, but you should read that terms of service, because it's always good to know the rules of the arena before you step into the arena. And to my point, that will help you from having to worry about getting banned. Hey, let me just interrupt this for a moment to tell you about something that I'm very proud of. The growing community at patreon.com/DJYoung. That's right, the Fiverr Talks Insiders community. And if you want to be a super seller, if you want to become a top-rated seller, patreon.com/DJYoung is your ticket to the very thing that you seek, where I can interact with you, become your virtual mentor, and won't be this creepy version of myself over there. But that was weird. Point number 3, Fiverr will give you warnings, and therefore, in most cases, although extreme cases, I'm guessing they don't give warnings. They might just delete accounts and ban in extreme cases, which I'm sure has happened before. But I would say, in my experience, when I've done things wrong, when I've misstepped or stepped outside of the terms of service and maybe didn't know it, they've given me a warning. In fact, there's a place for this in your dashboard. It'll show you how many days since your last customer service warning. If you get too many of those, you'll get demoted on your level, but they actually give warnings, and so it leads to, or that actually helps us to dispel the myth, dispel the myth that Fiverr's just going to ban you for no reason. They're going to give you warnings. They're going to walk with you as much as they possibly can and tell you, here's what was done wrong, here's how you can correct it, don't do it again, and you can climb your way back into the arena if you get a slap on the wrist and have to go back to the starting line. So I think that's an important point to remember. Point number 3, they'll probably give you warnings, and most of the time they do. And 4, the 4th reason you shouldn't sit around worry about getting banned by Fiverr is that common sense keeps you out of a lot of trouble. Here's the thing. When people sell on Fiverr, they're often too anxious to make money and not anxious enough to withhold or uphold a certain set of values or common sense standards or good business practices. Don't be the person motivated by money who wants to get that gig through, who wants that high dollar client, who's willing to do something unethical, unwise. Don't do something silly. Don't do something that could get you in trouble. Don't get involved in get-rich-quick schemes or clients that are promising, making crazy promises or claims that they can't back up, because you don't want to be involved in that work. It's just like the real world. Don't work with people that are disreputable, or you will become disreputable. Work with people that are quality business people, quality men and women, startups, entrepreneurs, whoever they are, organizations that you can be proud to work with, that you can trust. Don't do work that seems fishy. Don't do things that get yourself involved in things that your mother wouldn't want you getting involved in. Whatever you're doing, let common sense be your guide, and if something sounds or smells like a fish, it's probably a fish. And those are my 5 reasons why you shouldn't sit around and worry about being banned from Fiverr. Do those things, and hopefully you will guide through on smooth seas to a great world of success on Fiverr. Hey, thanks so much for joining me here on Fiverr Talks. As always, my name is Joel Young. I'm a top-rated seller, one of Fiverr's all-time top earners, have been since 2013, and I'm just blessed that you're here watching these videos. If you're not already, please subscribe down below. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. You can join me over on Patreon, patreon.com/DJYoung. Every single week, exclusive content. You don't want to miss it, and make sure you come back here every Monday and Wednesday for new YouTube videos. Until next time, keep doing, because the future favors the doers.